Hey everybody, this is Bill from the Dollar Bill Club, and in this video we're going to be talking about breathing facts and myths. Now there's a lot of great material out there and exercises about breathing, the breathing gym, and all these great things. What I see most students struggle with and get misconstrued is this theory that we can actually expand our lung capacity through breathing exercises, and that's just not true. But that being said, there are some variables that we can control to help make breathing a little bit more effortless and easy for us. Now, what are some factors that determine your lung capacity? Number 1, your physical health. Number 2, flexibility of rib cage. Number 3, your body size. Number 4, lifestyle. Number 5, location. So let's break those 5 points down a little bit. So number 1, your physical health. And what that means is your actual body and how healthy your body is, right? The number 1 factor that determines how much air you could take in is actually the flexibility of your rib cage. Your rib cage is not a rigid thing that just stays in one place, but it actually moves and flexes as you breathe. Now, if you're older, maybe you have some bone disorder, you have some connective tissue disorder, you may have more trouble breathing because of the flexibility of your rib cage. That's why we talk about in our posture videos about sitting up nice and straight and lifting the rib cage off the lungs. Now, over time, if you're just sitting and just slouching on the couch, you may not feel that adjustment of not getting enough air, but as you start to add the instrument, right, you start playing more, you're going to notice that fatigue a lot quicker as you're adding that physical element to what you're doing. Now, number 3 is your body size. If you have someone who's 6 feet tall versus someone who's 3 feet tall, they're obviously going to have different lung capacities. Now, not much you could change there, right? We're all a little bit different, but that is something that contributes to how much air you can take in. Number 4 is lifestyle. And what I mean by lifestyle is, are you in shape or are you not in shape, all right? Do you run on a regular basis? Do you exercise, right? Maybe someone who is obese or overweight is going to have a lot more issues with breathing, right? They have a lot more weighing down on their chest. They may have more weight there, and they're going to struggle with that, right? If you have poor cardiovascular health, you're going to struggle with that as well. Your lifestyle can also include, are you a smoker? Are you a non-smoker? Those are all things that can contribute to how much air you can take in, and those are things that we have a lot of control over as well. Now, the last thing is your location, right? Fortunately enough for me, I live in South Florida and I have no problem with air quality and I have no problem with elevation. But I remember times when I was on tour, we would be up in a place like Colorado Springs and we would perform a part of our show and run backstage and they would have oxygen tanks ready to give us oxygen because the air is so much thinner there versus where I came from. And for me, that really affected how much air I could take in. And just performing that same 2-hour show, I was much more winded and playing in Colorado Springs versus playing in South Florida. Now, those are the 5 variables that determine how much air that you could take in. Now that we understand those 5 variables, I encourage you to write those things down, follow each one of those points, and then think about ways that you can improve each situation, right? Maybe it's a physical health thing, maybe we exercise a little bit more, maybe we run a little bit more to improve our cardiovascular health. If you smoke, stop smoking. That's not going to help you in any way, in many ways, shapes, or form. Body size, if we're obese, that's something that we can also control as well. So there's a lot of little factors that are all outside of the realm of playing your actual instrument that's going to go into how you play. The thing that we have to understand is playing a brass instrument is such a physical thing. Versus maybe if you're playing the piano, you have a little bit more detachment. The instrument is further away from you. Your fingertips are just hitting the instrument. Whereas playing a low brass instrument, it's on you. It's physically close to you. You're blowing air, right? As you blow air, it changes your heart rate. It changes everything, right? So it's a very physical being. So in order to be great at this, right, we have to be able to physically handle the demands that the instrument requires. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you log on to the Dollar Bill Club campus, post a question here, and I'd love to continue this discussion.